Sutton Stracke goes too far during heated face-off with Dorit Kemsley in RHO2EH preview. Dorit Kemsley is being transparent, honest, and truthful about her life, and that's rubbing some people the wrong way. One such person is her castmate, Sutton Stracke, and we'll see another heated exchange between them in the upcoming episode. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast had plenty to say about the duo's altercation, calling out Sutton for her low blow directed at Dorit. Episode 5, aptly titled High Horses and Low Blow, picks up after the women return from their first cast trip of the season, hosted by Kathy Hilton. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast enjoyed a few days in Oceanside, and the trip wasn't without controversy. Sutton attempted a sisterhood moment on the last night of the getaway, but that went out the window during the ride back home. An argument kicked off between her and Dorit, and viewers are about to find out that their tiff is far from over. Sutton Stracke goes too far during an argument with Dorit Kemsley in the RHOBH sneak peek. A clip for the new episode shows the RHOBH cast at Kyle Richards' Denim and Diamonds party. However, it didn't take long for things to sour at the fancy shindig. In the snippet, it's Dorit versus Sutton as the Southern Belle tells the Beverly Beach star, "You're angry, and you're not angry at me. You're angry at your life. Don't take it out on me." The remark shocks even Sutton's bestie Garcelle Bava, who gasps at the harsh comment, since they all know Dorit is going through a separation from her husband, Paul P.K. Kemsley. However, Sutton wasn't done throwing shade at Dorit's situation, telling her, "It is not my fault that you are in the position that you're in." The scene flashes to Kyle's shocked expression and then her confessional, where she exclaims, "Sutton, too far, low blow." Bozoma St. John clocks in and defends Dorit. Dorit's castmates quickly come to her defense, first with Erica Jane telling Sutton not to say things she'll regret. However, it's newbie Bozoma St. John who clocks in after staying quiet all season, observing the women and their drama. Bozoma has gotten close to Dorit, and she calls out Sutton's behavior after Dorit admits that her life sucks, and she's not in a good place. "We also can't weaponize in moments of vulnerability," says Bozoma as Sutton tries to deny she did any such thing. "You just did, though," Bozoma retorts. "When you said, 'She's not mad at you, she's mad at her life,' that's weaponizing." "Yeah, it's low," Erica chimes in. Sutton Stracke stood at the edge of Dorit Kemsley's immaculate patio, the glow of Malibu's golden hour casting long shadows across the perfectly arranged outdoor furniture. The air crackled with tension as the rest of the women shifted uncomfortably in their seats, their wine glasses frozen mid-air. This was supposed to be a serene evening, a dinner party meant to celebrate Erica's latest courtroom victory. But Sutton had other plans. "Dorit, darling, I've held my tongue for long enough," Sutton began, her southern drawl dripping with both charm and menace. Her bright pink channel suit clashed strikingly against the understated beige tones of Dorit's minimalist decor. She took a calculated sip of her wine before continuing. "But if we're going to sit here and pretend that everything's fine between us, then I'd say we're all just lying to ourselves." Dorit's perfectly lined lips parted in disbelief. "Excuse me," she replied, her voice rising an octave. Her British accent, as polished as her appearance, carried a sharp edge. "What exactly are you accusing me of, Sutton?" The table collectively held its breath. Kyle Richards exchanged a nervous glance with Garcelle Bavav, who looked intrigued but wary. Erica Jane, unbothered as ever, leaned back in her chair with a smirk that hinted at the chaos she relished. Sutton's eyes narrowed. "I'm accusing you of playing both sides, Dorit. Of smiling in my face while twisting the knife behind my back. You've been gossiping about me to Kyle and Erica, haven't you?" Dorit's jaw dropped. That is absolutely untrue. I don't gossip, Sutton. I speak facts. If you feel attacked, perhaps you should reflect on why that is. Facts. Sutton shot back, her voice growing louder. Oh, I'll give you some facts, Dorit. Like how you conveniently forgot to invite me to that little dinner party at your house last month. Or how you've been running around town saying I'm too sensitive for this group. You want to talk about facts? Let's talk about loyalty, or your complete lack of it. Dorit's face turned crimson. First of all, Sutton, that dinner party was a business event. It wasn't personal. And secondly, if I've ever questioned your ability to handle this group, it's because you've proven time and time again that you crumble at the slightest hint of conflict. Crumbled. Sutton's voice now had the sharpness of broken glass. Honey, if I crumble, it's because I actually feel things. I don't put up a fake front like you do. Everything about you is curated, Dorit, from your accent to your entire personality. It's exhausting. Curated? Dorit's voice cracked, the word echoing like a challenge. How dare you question my authenticity? Just because I'm polished doesn't mean I'm fake. And let's not even get started on your hypocrisy, Sutton. You're so busy playing the victim, but you're the first to throw stones. Ladies, Kyle interjected, raising her hands in an attempt to diffuse the situation. Can we take a breath? This is getting way too heated. Oh, stay out of it, Kyle, Sutton snapped, surprising everyone, including herself. She turned back to Dorit, her cheeks flushed with anger. I'm tired of being polite. If you have something to say about me, say it to my face, not behind my back. I'm done with the passive-aggressive nonsense. Dorit's chair screeched against the patio stones as she stood up. You want me to say it to your face? Fine. I think you're insecure, Sutton. I think you lash out because you're threatened by anyone who doesn't coddle you. And frankly, I think you're exhausting to be around. A collective gasp rippled through the group. Even Erica raised an eyebrow, momentarily impressed by Dorit's boldness. Sutton's lips trembled, but not with tears. Her eyes burned with a fire that could scorch the entire patio. You think I'm exhausting? Well, at least I don't hide behind designer labels and fake friendships to feel important. You're so desperate for approval that you'd sell your soul for a compliment. The words hung in the air like a grenade waiting to explode. Dorit's face hardened, her usual poise cracking under the weight of Sutton's accusations. Enough, Garcelle said firmly, standing up. Her voice carried the authority of someone who'd had enough of the drama. Both of you need to stop. This isn't productive, and frankly, it's embarrassing. We're supposed to be celebrating tonight, not tearing each other apart. I agree, Crystal Minkoff added, her voice soft but resolute. This is going too far. Sutton, Dorit, you both need to take a step back and think about what you're really fighting about. Because right now, it just looks like you're trying to hurt each other. Sutton and Dorit glared at each other, neither willing to back down. But the tension was broken, if only slightly, by the sound of Erica's laughter. Well, this is better than any courtroom drama I've been involved in, Erica quipped, raising her glass. Cheers to the chaos, ladies. Kyle groaned, burying her face in her hands. This is not what I signed up for tonight. Eventually, the group began to disperse, the heated energy simmering down into awkward silence. Sutton retreated to the edge of the patio, staring out at the ocean as the waves crashed against the shore. Dorit stayed seated, her arms crossed tightly over her chest. You know, Sutton, you didn't have to go that far, Dorit said quietly, breaking the silence. Her tone was no longer sharp, but weary. Sutton turned, her expression softer but still guarded. Maybe I did. Maybe it's the only way to get through to someone like you. Dorit sighed, shaking her head. And maybe you should think about why you feel the need to get through to anyone. We're not enemies, Sutton. At least, we shouldn't be. Sutton hesitated, the weight of Dorit's words sinking in. The sunset bathed them both in a warm glow, as if nature itself was trying to mend the rift between them. But some wounds, once inflicted, are not so easily healed. As the evening came to a close, the women's laughter and chatter returned, though subdued. Yet the divide between Sutton and Dorit remained palpable, a lingering storm cloud over an otherwise picturesque night. And in true Beverly Hills fashion, the drama would undoubtedly spill into their next gathering, leaving everyone, including the audience, wondering just how far Sutton was willing to go to prove her point.